Hello, my name is Konrad Müller. I got top 16 at YCS Birmingham and I played Mitsurugi Ryzeal, so I would like to show you my deck list. I played 2 Ice, 2 Sword and 3 X. X is the best starter in the deck. I don't want to play more than 2 Ice because I have Sargi at 3 in my deck, so I don't want to have too many normal summons. Then 1 Node and 1 Cross. The bricks, but you have to play it, and 3 bonfire to search for X or for ice. When you don't have the ritual spell in hand, you have to normal summon ice. You have to normal summon Sargi, but when you have ritual spell in hand, you can normal summon ice and search the other part with King of the Realms, for example. That's all for the Ryzeal engine. I think it's standard. Now the Mitsurugi engine. I played 2 Amanor and 1 Futsu. I think 2 or 3 rituals in this build, in this board breaker build, is right, because sometimes you have to go with Amanor for Amanor to play around Bestials, and Futsu is your bread and butter for the grind game. It helps to play against Tempai, it summons back monsters. The monsters protect your monsters, and yeah, it is fantastic to set up your grind game for the next turn. I played 3 Sargi and 1 Kusanagi. Sargi is the best normal summon. You always want to normal summon Sargi if you don't have any of these spells in your hand. Prayers at 3, ritual spells at 3, they are both broken. The ritual spells each effect once per turn, and the dodge effect of prayers is like enemy controller, but better, because your opponent doesn't have monsters. When he has no monsters, you can tribute for cost and then go ahead. And you can tribute Sargi or Amino or Futsu in draw phase as well to search for Amino with prayers, and then search for the ritual spell with one of the ritual guys. And as last card for Mitsurugi, I played the trap. I think the trap is mandatory. The trap is wonderful to break, to OTK your opponent, to stop him from playing, and it negates effects, so it works well for cards like Triple Tactic Thrust or Talons or Metatronus. I never sided it out going second. It is really cool going second. You can discard it with ice to special summon from him and then dodge hand traps. This is a really cool card. Then the non-engine, I played 3 Fuvalos. I only played these hand traps in my main deck because I don't want to throw hand traps at my opponent in the main phase, so they can activate tactics or and look in my hand to rip out another hand trap or another card. So I decided to play only these 3 in the main deck and throw them in the draw phase, so the tactics is never live when I go second. Then the Nadir engine. I think this engine is a must-have in the breaker build, because Maximus is always live when you get to your Ryzeal engine as well, and Nadir is a 1-cut breaker, searcher, pot of greed. Is a phenomenal card. I played 2 thrust and 3 triple tactics talent. I want to have breakers that can be used going first when I got ham trapped, so I can rip a card with Armino, for example, and with tactics, and look at the opponent's hand to get knowledge. This was perfect. And Thrust was there to search going second for a bonfire, Nadir, tactics, or 1 trap. The trap was Daruma Karma Cannon. This was amazing this weekend. It blows up so many fields. It was fantastic. Against Ryzeal, against Malice, Tempai, it was phenomenal. And 1 Caught by the Grave for hand traps, for Desiree, especially for roll. But yeah, I think it was also a good choice to play this in the main deck. These are 40 cards, clean.
Any card you would replace or take out?
Not in the main deck, no. In the side deck I would change 1 card, but not in the main deck. So for the extra deck I played 2 Detonator. you need 2 detonator for the grind game, and sometimes you send 1 detonator with X, so you can attach 1 detonator to a dual drive, so that dual drive has 1 material when it searches the field spell and protects you from Nibiru. So the 1 dual drive, then 2 Eclipse and 2 Ferroimps. I think 2 Ferroimps are needed. Sometimes you have to go through 2 Ferroimps, and when they get stopped, you can overlay these to Eclipse Twins, send it with Ice, and then reborn one of them and search another one. So this was pretty good. Then 1 Abyss Dweller. I used the Abyss Dweller only twice the whole tournament. Once to protect myself from my own Maximus, because my opponent played Fiendsman, so I don't want that they send my own detonator to the graveyard with Desiree. Then the one-offs, except Dweller, 1 Exit Knight, 1 Tornado Dragon, and 1 Aggregator. And for the Nadir targets, 1 Ferryjet, 1 Arclight, 1 Entis, and 1 Garura. So I don't need anything more. I think the extra deck is totally fine, and I wouldn't change anything here. Then the side deck. At last, I played triple Encir, for Melis, a triple Draw, triple Perulia, 2 Meowths, 1 Ultimate Slayer as a thrust target for going second. Especially I would wanted to have something for Chaos Angel, because the light dark Chaos Angel is pretty heavy to out in this deck. And the last card is 3 Strike. I would change 3 Strike for Crossout, because you don't really need Strike for your going first combo, but you have to go to the place, and when you get rolled, you are in a kind of weak position when you don't have prayers in hand to grab Amino or to ritual summon. So when you cross out the draw, you can play every Ara hand trap is not so impactful as draw. You can play under Shifter, you can play under Ash, Veiler, Imperm, even Fuvalos or Perulia is not so crazy. You give them 1 or 2 draws and on Dweller and the full Mitsurugi package. So draw is the only hand trap, so I would change this. Yeah, I played the whole tournament only against Ryzeal Fiendsmith, Bustier Fiendsmith, Malice, and 1 Tempai. I got, after day 1, my standing was 1-1, X 1-1, so 7 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. And I lost the first round of day 2 to Fiendsmith Ryzeal because I bricked and had Maximus and Nadir in the hand. But that happens only once that whole tournament. And then I lost in top 16 to pure Ryzeal because of double draw. So yes, that was my deck. I think this is really cool. I think the breaker version was the right choice for this tournament. And see you next time.
Any shoutouts you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to all of my Magdeburger friends. To Luca, who borrowed me the Ryzeal cards, to Nick, who borrowed me the Daruma because I don't have a Daruma, and to Smitty for the Meowths, and for David, Niels, and Toby, who tested with me the whole time and prepared for this event. Thanks.